Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So thank you everybody for being here, especially on such short notice. We did this one as a pop-up. And I've got some very exciting news because the channel that we're featuring today is Two Pineapples. They're approaching 19,000 subscribers, and they are the first guest to be featured in our brand new video series that's coming out on Saturday. So we'll do a premiere in lieu of a live stream that day. This is the kind of content I've been talking about for a long time. And in the interview series, we actually got a lot more truly gold content than I was hoping for. So, later on in the stream, I will play some clips from our interview series, and we'll leave it to Saturday's full episode for you to hear what Two Pineapples had to say about how to get past your first 10,000 subscribers. So when we look at this channel, we see our friends Lou and Anna from Hawaii, and these creators are, like I said, getting close to 19,000 subscribers. Typically, they post fairly frequently, but they live stream constantly. So we'll look at the shorts on the channel for a quick second here. There's a bit of a mix of a volcano that has got some serious activity going on in Hawaii. They've been covering this now for years. And one of their shorts videos at 48,000 views, which is great to see. But they've got more variety mixed in here, including a trip to South America that they took a while ago. They talk about that in the interview series and what it's like to mix content on a channel. So Two Pineapples is live all the time. You can see they've got a live stream set up here. These typically go on 24 hours a day without stopping, not like some that we talk about here where they are virtual 24-hour live streams. This is an actual 24-hour live stream that runs 24 hours a day. Sometimes they will hop on and have content from the top of the volcano that they cover more often than anything else. They got USGS footage and always a vibrant community, and there's always people trickling in and out of there. So I hope everybody will connect with Two Pineapples. Again, we'd love to push them towards the 19,000 subscribers that they're thinking about, and I hope everybody's excited about this video series. It's the first ever video, besides the trailer, for Tuber Chat. And it is more informative than I was hoping. So thank you everybody for being here. I got quite a few names on the wheel. And Charinator's about to be added. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. After a little while, I'll add some names to our wheel from our chat list. We'll spin the wheel, and that will decide how we put channels on the screen. We'll talk about them for moments at a time. I've also got Scratch and PPA, of course, in the pole position. He's here, a beloved and dedicated moderator, one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 7 years now on YouTube. AceFlaw1 is another friend of about 5 years. Chris's Creation Fun is in the house. I saw his wife, Canadian Family Life, is in the house as well. Rushing Wind Mountain and Wheats Art are both early in the door. Sweet Melissa is also here. And if I've missed any of our members, like Home Bartending with John, I'll make sure to get them on the wheel right away. I know we've got quite a few more channels in the chat, so thank you again for everybody for being here. We always mix up our days and times so we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson is here. Blur Sunset Arcade Vlog 7 is in the house. Thank you for coming back in. I think Hyper is here. That was Hyper Blitz. And Ghostly Winds is here from Australia. It's good to have you in the house. Some of these creators have been with us literally for years. Jevin Richardson is here just about every day. Mark the Spider Guy, good to see you in the house. Martial Arts Reflections, good to see you here. And forgive me for not being sure if this might be your first time with Tuber Chat. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. We'll give a shout out to our dear friend Jaden, who's likely listening in the background. He's been a friend since the beginning of Superchat, and Michael's Adventures, another beloved and dedicated moderator, always gives his regards on the days he can't be here. He posts every day at 9 a.m. Eastern, and then on the weekends he often posts twice a day. Jessie Miller, Unboxings and More, is in the house. She is an unbelievable supporter, so it's great to have you here. And I know she was supporting the other channel as well. By the way, for those of you who have not already seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. We have a separate channel set up for that, and the music is published on all major music platforms. When you catch the YouTube channel or YouTube Music, you'll find it all. And on the YouTube channel, there is a virtual 24-hour live stream over there with a video game going. It's like a virtual nightclub. People trickle in and out of there, and it can be a lot of fun. So for those of you who have been following that channel and helping us out with the watch hours, I will be eternally grateful, and I feel like I certainly could not say that enough and certainly haven't. But I really am grateful to a few creators who've been helping out. Jaden's there all the time. Scratch and PPA is in there constantly, even when we're here in Tuberchat and I can't be watching it. Michael's Adventures is in there, and Jessie Miller Unboxings and More has been giving us an unbelievable amount of help. Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson is in there all the time. Any day now, we're going to have 2,900 hours on that channel, so I really do appreciate all that help. And then we'll get our answer pretty soon as to whether that channel is going to get monetized or if we're going to get another story. But we're hopeful, of course, always optimistic. And Blessed to Crochet, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I've got you on the wheel. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I see Yarn again coming in. Gail Southern Living is another friend who's been with us pretty much from the beginning of Tuberchat, almost 4 years ago. And Yarn again, let me get you onto the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Home Bartending with John is a silver member. We see his channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. Whether or not he is here, even though, especially lately, he's been with us just about every day, and I think he's a friend of well over 2 years now. Now, Home Bartending with John has just hit 500 subscribers, so he must be excited about that important and exciting milestone. I hope we can get him a few more subscribers right now so that he doesn't slip back below that 500 if YouTube likes to play games with his numbers the way it seems to do with all of ours. And then when we look at Home Bartending with John, we see a creator that brings us a lot of product reviews. These can be very helpful so that we can get an idea of whether we might like something before we go and spend money on it. He also does a lot of comparisons, and he'll do collections of cocktails, like low-calorie cocktails or non-alcoholic mocktails as they're called. And he takes requests on his channel. He's already done a couple for me. The most compelling thing about what Home Bartending with John does on this one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuberchat family is he teaches us how to make some of the world's most popular cocktails from the comfort of our own home in different variations. Sometimes you get a difference of opinion on how a drink should be made. He'll give us 2 or 3 recipes for a few of those. More than a few. So hopefully everybody will connect with Home Bartending with John. Diamond Art is My Therapy 1983. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. Forgive me for not being certain if this might be your first time with Tuberchat. And again, hopefully you're feeling welcome, but our instructions are always in our video description. I noticed that Cherinator took over our Stream Boss position. That's that video game life meter under my camera that you see right there. Every Superchat membership and highlighted milestone message, which he dropped, knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock it out and take over gets some extra exposure, so we'll be looking at that for a little while. Jennifer Ocean Homestead, good to see you here. Gail Southern Living is in with her second channel as well, Broken Hearts Ministry. That's Gail, and that channel has an important purpose and message. I hope everybody will connect with our dear friend over on both channels. Just Jason Keto and More was live a little while ago. I stayed as long as I could. It was like right after 8 o'clock, I believe. Just Jason Keto and More. We were, it's trolling in a good way. We were asking Jason which side of the wall. You'd have to see Just Jason Keto and More's channel to see the setup that he's got behind him. But he's got a perfect couple of places to hang his play button when he gets to 100,000 subscribers. So his channel is actually growing really rapidly right now, but he is constantly on top of things like the algorithm, the recommendation engine. He is following the bigger channels like Think Media with Sean Cannell. I'm assuming he's following others like Daryl Eves and Tim Schmoyer and Sonny Lenarduzzi and Roberto Blake and Nick Nimmin and all these others, right? I got a list of about 10 that I follow. He was talking a little bit about that today from Sean Cannell. And I'll leave it to you to have a quick look, or not a quick look, but I'll leave it to you to head to Just Jason Keto and More to see what he had to say today in tonight's live stream replay. Diamond Artist My Therapy 1983, thank you very much. Yes, I'm sorry, they've changed their name, so they have been here before. We got a couple of friends who, quite a few now, a good handful of creators who do a lot of diamond art or diamond painting, if we want to call it that. So hopefully everybody will connect with Home Bartending with John, and he is an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and has been for a long time. Now I see that Diamond Art is My Therapy 1983 has also grabbed a membership, so thank you for that extra generous support. What that means is that in every stream, including right now, your channel will be added onto the wheel as soon as we see you in the chat for as long as you are a member. I'm going to take care of that in a quick second. And yes, Martial Art Reflections, the algorithm and the recommendation engine change, and it seems like almost constantly. DJ's Adventures and Beyond, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Let's get Diamond Art is My Therapy onto the wheel. And when we look at Wheat's Art, we actually see the second channel from this creator, Wolf's Den Outdoors. Good to see you sneaking in. Good, thank you for being here. Again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I don't mean to. And then Wheat's Art is up with 129 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. And this creator is bringing us a particular style of art on this channel, but they also show us the tools that they use to create the art that they bring to us. So I hope everybody will check out this channel. Wheat's Art is here with us frequently, just about every day as a matter of fact. And they've got some shorts on the channel. We'll see how these are starting to perform. Look at this one at 2,900 views, which is great to see. And I'm just going to look at their About page for a quick second. Wheat and Shaw is the original channel from this creator. and there's often a comedic entrance here, as you can see. So 647 subscribers. I'm hoping everybody will connect with them. They talk about a little bit of artwork over here, random collections, and a lot of other things. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 5,000 over here, which is great to see. And then live streams are something that they do frequently, almost every day by the look of it. So hopefully everybody will connect with Wheat and Shaw and Wheat's Art. And let's spin our wheel again. Izzy Scott Designs, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. They're gifting a membership, as they have done countless times before, which means we'll look at their channel next, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Jennifer Ocean Homestead is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on in New Brunswick. They're not too far from Canadian Family Life and Chris's Creation Fun. Tamika Davis, good to see you in the house. An incredible supporter. And Wolf's Den Outdoors just picked up that gifted membership. So I'm going to put them onto the wheel right away. Like I keep saying, we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And Izzy Scott Designs, thank you again for that. We're going to put your channel up next. When we look at Jennifer Ocean Homestead, we see 273 subscribers right now. We would love to push them a little bit farther towards the 300 we know they're thinking about. They've been doing some lengthy videos lately. This is really interesting. They've put out a few in the last few days. I'm just going to grab the latest one. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to somewhat keep caught up with creators or get caught up with creators. And then when we look at what Jennifer Ocean Homestead is bringing us, mostly outdoor content. Once in a while they bring us indoors. They take us into the greenhouse and show us an impeccably organized garden. I can't wait to see the fruits of their labors as we get farther into the summer in a couple months. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 7,000, 10,000 views and beyond. And Jennifer Ocean Homestead obviously is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, literally here just about every day, just like everybody's BFF, Butler Family Farm, that's about to be added. That's Jerry and Susan. They bring us 116 acres of homesteading goodness today. I was out working outdoors today. James Money 615, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I didn't bring this stuff into the office. I should have brought one into the office, and I didn't. I have, we were working today, but we're outside of Toronto, and quite far actually, at least half an hour outside. So when you get out of the major cities in Ontario, you'll find a lot of farmland and things like that. We literally were driving and I saw a sign that said local honey on the side of the road, and we stopped. Like we had to stop, we gotta go. And we ran out and finally got some local honey over there. It's not local to us because it's probably too far. I know we're supposed to do it within like 25 kilometers or miles or something like that. But it's, I'm happy just to have it. I've been out for a little while and using stuff that I don't want to admit to. But I try to have honey every day, usually in coffee or something else. And happy to have that, but I thought I'd mention it. Butler Family Farm has bees on the farm for the second year in a row. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Let's look at Izzy Scott Designs in a second here. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And Izzy Scott Designs, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Pardon me, I got to keep my keys in my pocket, because if I happen to get up and leave the office and lock the keys in the office, I'm going to be in trouble after hours anyway. And then Izzy Scott Designs is up on the screen right now. They just gifted a membership, which was picked up by Wolf's Den Outdoors. And we always put Superchatters and membership gifters up onto the screen right away in order. And we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly, but I also noticed that Yarn Again is doing the same thing. So Roadkill Gaming Jory is a longtime friend. They'll be happy to have that for sure. But I've got Yarn Again queued up and ready to go next. And then, like I said, we'll get back to spinning the wheel soon. I don't think Roadkill Gaming Jory's with us right this second, but the notifications for memberships like that when they're gifted are so fantastic that we often, if not almost always, see the creators eventually come into the chat. Marketplace Boutique, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And the numismaniac, yes, fifth great grandfather, Captain Edward Zeeland, ran the yacht club in York. Interesting, the numismaniac. Yes, the Numismaniac is from Edmonton, Alberta. Another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter that happens to be here. Pardon me, a member, so I put him on the wheel right away. Oh, interesting. Family Homestead, Conlin Road. The Numismaniac. Interesting. Yes, I split my time between Niagara Falls, where I live, and Toronto, where I grew up and continue to work. So, Izzy Scott Designs is here right now. There's a creator who recently reset and restarted. They got 1,600 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 1,700 we know that they're thinking about. I see that they've got an Izzy Scott Designs promo video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them and see what they've done there. They are very known for this outstanding banner, avatar, and thumbnails on their videos. They have been for a long time. But like I said, they reset and restarted not too long ago. Now they've updated their About section to let us know exactly what we can expect. So we're expecting a lot of artwork creation, as well as tutorials and reviews of some of the digital art software that's out there that they're using. So Izzy Scott Designs could be interesting to see that. They've done a lot of animation and music up until now. They got a few shorts over here. Those will likely start to move as they post more and more, and they're live almost every day. So hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these shortly. We've always got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. Four Corners Custom Products is just dropping a super chat. Thank you for that. We're going to put your channel up on the screen right after Yarn Again. We always put super chatters and membership gifters up on the screen in right away in order. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Thank you, Scratch and Pete PA, Roadkill Gaming, Jory did come in. I'm not sure if they already were here or if they came in because of that notification, but we see that kind of thing happen all the time. Again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. CNS Travel, I hope I got you on the wheel. I'm going to double check right now. Yes, I did do that. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. And next up is Yarn Again. So thank you one more time, Izzy Scott Designs and Yarn Again, for these gifted memberships. I really do appreciate the extra generous support myself. I know the recipients are both going to be happy to have had those. And we'll look at Yarn Again in a second here. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then I'm probably not going to pronounce this properly, so forgive me. Jackie or Tortilla, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in, and it's good to have you back on YouTube. Just please let me know if I can pronounce your name better than what I'm doing if I didn't get that right, but it's good to see you here. So Jackie or Tortilla. Unless it's tortilla, but yes, I'd love to pronounce it properly. So, Yarn Again, it's up on the screen right now. Let's see what they've got going on. They've been doing a lot of live streams. Let's grab the video that they just put up a few days ago. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up and see what they've done. A little bit of outdoor content to go with some indoor content as well. Lots of variety over here. Yarn Again will give you an idea of what to expect on the channel on their About section. And then when we get into shorts videos, we see they've gotten into 1,300 and 1,600 views over here, which is great to see. And then when we get into live streams, like I said, they do quite a few. I've got notifications on for 3 of them now. I just caught them a few days ago. Lots of guests on the panel. And hopefully everybody will join them. Let me see when the next one is. They've got it coming up in a few days. Yes, Tuesday morning. I see that trick on the thumbnail there. And then I love the idea of consistency. And it is cool when you can come up with something like that when your audience is used to seeing your brand or your thumbnails when they're similar like that. And then right away they're going to catch an idea and say that Oh, wow, that's Tuesday instead of Monday this time. The Stock Explorer is here as a member and a moderator. It's good to have you here. I've got you on the wheel. Oh, that makes sense. Yes. Gia like tortilla. Oh, Gia Chia tortilla. Gia Chia tortilla. So thank you. Yes. Okay. Hopefully, I've got this right then. Gia Chia tortilla. But that's a cool, fun name. And you're absolutely right. When channels have names that are too, let's say, short or very popular, like one-word channel names, we can struggle if we have names like that in the search results for a while. So it's a bit of a trade-off. If you want a name that's incredibly easy to remember, you might have trouble for the first long while. I usually find that probably 99% of channels end up number one for their search results after they get about 800 subscribers or so. It could be much earlier these days, but once in a while we get to a channel that has a little bit more trouble. This is why we search, find, and click on each other's names. The more we search, find, and click on each other's channel names, the more we'll rise up the search results, and eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting when people are looking for our channels. When you have a name like Globee's Travels or Home Bartending with John, they're probably coming up number one right away. Love the Land Homestead. Good to see you in the house. Globee's Travels is being added to the wheel right now. We always add members and moderators as soon as we see them in the chat. So we're going to go for a... Yes, Petey Weedy Tortini would be appropriate, of course. Petey Weedy is the name we hear from Stock Explorer and Florida Claimers Ted when they're together. And I've always good. Thank you, Chair Nader. Hopefully you're good as well. So what we're going to do right now is take a break for about 3.5 minutes. Right before we do that, I'm going to play for you a clip from our upcoming podcast series on Saturday. It starts. The very first episode is well over an hour. And these are all channels that have been longtime friends of Superchat and have all passed their 10,000 subscribers. So I noticed that you also mentioned subscribers for a quick second there when you're talking about especially the effects you put on the screen or the end of your video. Don't forget to subscribe, things like this. What else can you tell us, especially for anybody just starting their YouTube journey, about how to get more subscribers for their channel?
Still back to just asking. Like, you would be surprised how many people don't say subscribe to my channel.
Yeah.
Just a simple hit that subscribe button, you know, I would appreciate it. I don't do a whole lot of promoting, but promoting your channel works very well. I think honestly, if people can feel like they have a connection to you, if you're talking, if you're giving great information, if they sort of feel that vibe, they're going to naturally be like, oh, I like this person. But sometimes people will watch and just never subscribe. And sometimes it's just because they just don't think about it. And it's like, oh, I didn't even realize I wasn't subscribed to you. So that one little ask is sometimes all the people need to just, subscribe to the channel. I think also realizing that not everybody is going to subscribe. Realizing that they might watch your video, but for whatever reason, they just don't want to subscribe to it. Or they just come there for that one reason, that to see that video, and now they're going to go. I think having people promote you is a good thing. And that's also something I think should naturally happen.
Okay.
I know a lot of us, when we start out, we think we have the best ideas, the best personality, and we're going to blow up overnight. And it just doesn't happen like that in the real world. It's going to take time, and you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with, you might never hit 10,000 subscribers, and that's okay. Be there for the 400 that are coming back, Be there for the ones that are coming back, and show them that you appreciate them being there, because eventually those are the ones that will mention your name to somebody else.
Yes.
Or, you know, those, if they don't, but they're still coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to be okay. I think that's what a lot of new vloggers need to learn. You have to be okay that you might not blow up. You might not be as fabulous as you think you are. You know, somebody is still going to be like, no, I don't like her. And that's okay. That's okay.
Jesse Miller's gonna make me laugh. Jesse Miller's gonna make me laugh. We did our 4-year anniversary on May the 4th. Another Star Wars reference over there. Yes. So thank you everybody for hanging out. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Four Corners Custom Products dropped a super chat before we went on the break there, so I put their channel up right away. We always put membership gifters and super chatters up right away when that happens, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment or so. DJ's Adventures and Beyond. I rarely answer my personal Instagram. I'm on Superchat every day, like multiple times a day. So it's easier to catch me over there. Just so you know, but I will check your message after the stream today. Leonica Lofton, thank you so much for the Super Chat, I really do appreciate that extra generous support, and for that reason, your channel will be next, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. I thought for the life of me I had a robot announcing the podcast, the video series that's coming up starting on Saturday, and I must be mistaken. So I'm going to have to see if I can take a second to get that sorted. Unless anybody happens to notice if it comes through, but I must be mistaken. Old Lady Luck, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody. Oh, and then, yeah, Monica Lynn, Alaska, my heart. I think that's why YouTube made those things, right? Where we have those featured emojis for members, because then there's like fear of missing out, right? Or feeling of loss when it's not there. But here in Tuber Chat, things like Super Chats and memberships are not necessary. I know it's a long wait to get onto the wheel and the screen. I'll grab a name from our chat list in another 20 minutes or so to add onto the wheel to speed things up. But actually, I'll do one soon. But nobody has to super chat or be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. It just goes by who's been most active, and we get to as many channels as we can in every stream, of course. Old Lady Luck, good to see you here if I didn't say hello already. Like always, I'm tripping over my words today. Four Corners Custom Products prints all kinds of merchandise. They do hats, they do shirts, mugs, vinyl stickers, just about anything that can be printed. And they show us a lot of that work on their channel. They do a little bit of variety as well. They've updated their avatar here. And they're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm just going to put their latest video on my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Playlist could be a great tool for that, and that will give me a chance to see what they've been up to lately. They give us a lot of behind-the-scenes looks at the merchandise that they make, and then a bit of variety, and they often inspire us in a spiritual way as well. When we get to the shorts on this channel, we see that they've gotten into 4,800, even 5,100 views and beyond. And when we get into live streams, they're live occasionally, usually once a month or so. We'll keep an eye on the channel, keep our notification bells on for everyone, of course, and then we'll have the best chance of catching them when they go live next. So next up is going to be Leonica Lofton. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Leonica Lofton is a fairly new channel. They did a stream a couple of days ago for their 1,000 subscriber celebration. Sorry for missing that. I don't know how I missed that. And then when we look at Leonica Lofton's channel, actually, depending on what time you did it, I work on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays outdoors away from the computer almost always, as long as the weather is not terrible. So it takes me away from the computer a little bit more than I would like. But it's great to see that you did that. They've already done another live stream yesterday too. When we look at videos on the channel, they've just done a few of these so far, but they've got shorts over here as well. These have started to move already. One of them at 1,700 views. And then when we look at the live streams, we see that they've done a few. So we'll see if they're going to keep those up. We got notification bells on for everyone, of course. They're talking about gaming, reviews, online shopping, and more. And you can read more on their About page. But Leonica Lofton's been with us just about every day since finding us not too long ago. And hopefully everybody will connect with Leonica Lofton, and let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Duchess of Darkness, good to see you in the house. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. We'll look at Roadkill Gaming Jory right now, who picked up a gifted membership today, and see what they've got going on. Roadkill Gaming Jory's been a longtime friend. They bring us more video gameplay than anything else. However, this creator seems to be doing more live streams. So they got one video here that's just Xbox versus PS4, but they've actually done a decent amount of views on that video. Shorts over here have gotten into 9,000 and halfway to 10,000 views, which is great to see. And when we look at live streams, we see the video gameplay, and then this creator's doing some more talking head live streams now, which is great. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of those. Roadkill Gaming Jory's been a long-time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Savage Batman, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I believe that is that. Oh, pardon me. I believe that's Belt Loop 29, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I could be. You know, I'm wrong. Yes, I'm mistaken. I forget what Belt Loop 29's other channel is called, but it's something Batman. But Savage Batman, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then let's spin the wheel again. We're going to start moving a little bit faster now. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Globy's Travels is coming up right now, and I'm just adding the Canadian family life onto the wheel. Onto the wheel. Pardon me. About once an hour, I add a name onto the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. We're going a little bit faster today. I had a late start to the stream, that's why. And then, yes, Roadkill Gaming Jory, glad you enjoy that. We're always happy to look at your channel. Globy's Travels is going to bring us travel-based content, but that could be far away from where they are in Tennessee. Am I mistaken again? Am I going to say Tennessee and I'm wrong? Oh, for the life of me, I got to look through this. I'm certain they're from, yes, they're from Tennessee, from Bullhead to Memphis, Tennessee. And they're doing, a lot of Nashville over here. Yes. So they're in Tennessee, but they often travel to other places. So even when they're around their own home, they will bring us to touristy type destinations or places with a lot of history and things like that. But when they travel, they bring us along with them as well. So they've been out to a lot of different places also. And please correct me if I'm wrong for the 100th time, because Globy's Travels, I can't tell you how many, I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody, but I can't tell you how many times I've done that to them. Eventually, I promise you I'll get it. When we look at their shorts videos, we see they've gotten into 3,700, 6,900, and 12,000 views, which is great to see. And Globy's Travels gives us more information about what we can expect when we get to their About page. We'd love to push them towards 400 subscribers. We know that they must be thinking about that right now. And Globy's Travels is also here with us just about every live stream as well. I know not everybody can be. I know not everyone can be here every day or for hours at a time when we stream. So I do appreciate every moment. But once in a while, I like to recognize that kind of thing. So CNS Travels, CNS Travel, let's see what they got going on. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And one of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is that over time I get to know the channels. After weeks and months hanging out in live streams and premieres and watching videos, I get to know the content. And then if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. Trish the Natural, good to see you here. I just put you on the wheel. Now, when we look at CNS Travel, we see that they're enthusiastic about creating memories with loved ones and they want to help us understand how we can create memories that will last a lifetime. They do this through their YouTube videos, of course, but they bring us to cruise ships more than anything else, as well as the amenities and the activities and excursions that come along with a cruise. And then CNS Travel, I also see out supporting other creators all the time. Now, they're well on their way towards the first 100 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards that exciting and important milestone. And then when we look at CNS Travels with their shorts, or pardon me, I keep saying travels, CNS Travel. When I see their shorts, we see that they bring us some deck parties. They bring us some, looks around the ships. And see, these are cool. Yeah, 80s rock and glow party, and I hear that Carnival's where the party's at when it comes to cruise ships, by the way. 1700 is one of their shorts videos. They're doing well with views there, and they've done a couple of live streams with some familiar faces, actually. Sea Leg Journeys is over there with them. So hopefully everybody will connect with CNS Travel, and they're here with us frequently as well. Another generous, loyal, and dedicated couple of supporters. So what we're going to do again, I got a late start to today's stream, so we're going to move a little bit faster than we usually do if we can. We can still stay up to another couple hours if everybody would like. But what we'll do right now is take a shorter break of just 3.5 minutes, and then we'll come right back. I should spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. Elevate with Vern, my dear YouTube BFF, is in the house. I had a chance to hang out with her most of last weekend. She came to Niagara Falls and spent a couple of days with myself and Kristen Welton and Kristen's daughter Kira, and we had a great time. We ate like champions. We went to the casino time and time again, and she's got a few videos from that as well on her channel. So hopefully everybody will check that out. So look at the luck there, Canadian Family Life. We're just going on a break. We're going to come back with that channel right now. We'll look at her husband's channel, Chris's Creation Fun as well. Elevate with Vern, my dear YouTube BFF. Thank you for the super chat again, by the way. She did that last time she was here. One of our longest standing members, you can see that, but she's been a friend of mine for probably over 5 years now, getting close to it anyway. And we'll look at her channel right after Canadian Family Life when we get back from this break. I see that Bella's Whisper Farmstead is coming in, and Jerry likely has made it to a computer, so he'll be able to tag now. We all know how tough it is on a phone. You know, I feel terrible, especially on Tuesdays when I catch Scratch and PPA. His premieres are every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. But if I'm working outdoors or driving, then I will just hop in and kind of say hello to everybody. And just say, like, you know, cheers everyone, and that's it, because you just can't. When I'm on a computer, yeah, it's rapid fire time, of course, right? I believe I don't miss anybody, but we all know that it's tough. So hopefully everybody's patient with each other as well. You know, a lot of times you might go into a live stream or a premiere, and it might take more than a moment for everybody to be saying hello or noticing that you're there. Conversations are happening, especially in a stream like this on Superchat. People are leaving and coming back. Not, you know, actually the analytics tell us that probably more than 60% of people here in Superchat might be on a phone. I don't know if it's true, but that's what the analytics say. And when you think about that, on a phone, you got to be like in and out constantly. And then, so thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that. From, from Lisa J. Stocks. How do you accept a gifted membership? So Scratch and PPA wrote out those directions a while ago, and I'm assuming that it's still relevant, but I just put in a command there that our moderators can use so that Nightbot will drop the instructions. But if you want to have a quick look there. And then I believe that YouTube has updated things over the last few months. So what happens is when you say you're willing to accept memberships, it's for every channel, not just for a single one. We used to have to like do that on every channel, if I'm not mistaken. YouTube's changing things all the time. Lewis Acre Farm, Karma is here. Kristen Melinda is in the house. I caught her for a live stream a few days ago. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one soon. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the house. I see Don Aaron Loving Hands Creations is here. Up on the screen, we've got Canadian Family Life from New Brunswick. And forgive me for not being certain who asked earlier. If it when it was talking about the idea of an avatar or a banner and things like that and needing help. So there are a lot of people in the Superchat community and outside, of course, that will be willing to help when it comes to those things. So you heard me mention earlier, in the good weather months, I'm in Canada, by the way, but in the good weather months, I work outdoors a few days a week doing ungodly work that I wouldn't wish on anybody, with literally a pickaxe and a shovel. But the rest of my full-time job is social media and running YouTube channels. And when you think about that, there's other ways to monetize your time, if you want to put it that way. There are people willing to trade favors. Not everybody enjoys every single thing that we have to do with our YouTube channels, videos, shorts, and streams. So some of the things that you enjoy doing, you might be able to trade favors with somebody for something that you don't enjoy doing. Or, simply put, you can get paid to help people with things. And services like Upwork and Fiverr now are great places to be able to catch people for that. But we've got friends here in the Superchat family as well that are here often that can help with that. Now, this banner and avatar were done by, I believe the channel's called Critter Creek. I don't think they're in the Superchat family, meaning that I don't think they've been here, or maybe not even more than once. And I could be mistaken, because we got another channel called I thought it was Critter Creek Farm, but I could be wrong. Critter Creek can be a somewhat popular name, but Butler Family Farm and Canadian Family Life both have updated avatars and banners from the same creator. So you might want to reach out to them if you want to. Otherwise, we got friends that come through here. One of our moderators, Corinne's Life, prints things like hats and mugs and shirts and things like that, and does graphic design as well. She's also in Canada. Sister Winnie, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I might have missed something from Wolves Den Outdoors there. And then Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. So when we look at Canadian family life, we see somebody who's here from New Brunswick. This is Tiffany, and you might already recognize her because she's been featured on countless other channels and StreamYard panels. Now, this creator brings us a homesteading channel where she brings grocery hauls, cooking videos, container gardening, as well as Happy Meal videos and occasional live streams, lots of shorts, and shout-outs for other creators. So, Canadian Family Life is one of the fastest growing channels in the Tuber Chat family that we've seen in the last 4 years. They've just been at it for what I think is getting close to a year and a half, but not quite there yet, and they've already got over 3,000 subscribers. As you can see, they're monetized as well. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm just going to take this, what looks like almost a do-it-yourself video, except for it says family silliness ensues right there. So I've got that video on my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. I'll catch up with their latest video. They got shorts on the channel, and many of these have gotten into 2,500 views and beyond. I think they got a newer one that's gotten now to 2,700, and then they've got one at 5,500 as well. So doing well with those. And then they got live streams. One of them's coming up in a couple of days. So that I think is Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. I've got the notification on for that already. We always set notifications for everything that we see, whether they're premieres or live streams, even though we have the notification bell on for every channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. So Chris's Creation Fun is Tiffany's husband. And he has started a second a channel of his own, pardon me, where he brings us 3D printing and some do-it-yourself videos. And those do-it-yourself videos feature fixing some solar equipment or hooking up some solar equipment, which I am going to be happy to learn more about, and fixing the 3D printer that brings us the bulk of the content on the channel. So Chris's Creation Fun sitting at 102 subscribers right now. We'd love to get them a couple of extras so we can keep that 100 locked in. There's Chris right there, but you'll recognize him from Canadian Family Life, of course. And then when we get into shorts on the channel, he's just got a few, but one of them's into hundreds of views already, which is great to see. And he recently renamed the channel to Chris's Creation Fun so that he could add more variety into the videos. KP Heathen, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And then I see Don Aaron Loving Hands Creations dropped a super chat. So thank you for that extra generous support. I really do appreciate that. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen right away in order. As soon as that happens, then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. Elevate with Vern also dropped a super chat earlier, so we're going to look at that channel now, and then we'll get to Don Aaron in a moment. And Chia Tortilla. I see what you're saying in your pardon me, comment about your intro. Yeah, you know, lots of people, I'm sure they get the vibe from creators. I am a huge fan of sarcasm. I know not everybody is. I learned that the hard way. I have trouble remembering too sometimes. But I think it can be fun, especially bringing personality into your channel, right? And I think that's where you're talking. Drunken Chef Barbecue, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. Ace Flaw 1's going to bring us a new video next week, hopefully. Marketplace Boutique, I've got you on the wheel, but Backyard Trucker is also in the house. Those creators have collaborated a few times. So I'm going to clear the wheel sometime soon. Might do it during the next break, actually. We'll do that in a little while. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. When we look at the next channel, we see Elevate with Vern. This creator is known as my YTBFF. We met about 5 years ago on YouTube. I'd already been on YouTube for a couple of years. But then I was introduced to people in the small YouTuber community, and I was kind of amazed, to be honest with you, with how everybody was supporting each other. They were like, come with us, we're going to introduce you to all our friends, everybody helps everybody, and I was truly overwhelmed. I couldn't believe it. Now, Elevate with Vern was already an influencer in that community when I got there. Now, this creator brings us a variety channel, so she does literally everything under the sun. It could be talking head videos, lots of help with YouTube channels. She's well-versed in everything YouTube, but she also does unboxings, try-on hauls, product reviews, motivation, inspiration. And this creator spent the weekend here in Niagara Falls, Canada last weekend, and I was lucky to be able to spend a couple of days with her, literally, and hopefully everybody will watch the couple of videos she's got there. There is at least one comedic moment, I promise you that. Shorts on her channel have gotten into 1,600, 1,700 views and beyond. This creator is also live on other networks like Instagram all the time. Robert Mac Media, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Mr. Fulton Mraz always has interesting news for us. He's another friend of almost 5 years. Good to see you here. Woman 2U1, good to have you in the house. And when we look at Elevate with Vern, she does live streams frequently as well. A lot of these are to help people with YouTube channels, but sometimes she's given us updates and other motivation and inspiration. She's got a lot of guests on the channel. She actually joined us here for the first number 100, number 200, 300, and 400 live streams. And I imagine she'll be back. She's already halfway towards the 10,000 subscribers that were featured in our video series that's coming out on Saturday. I've done 4 interviews already, and the first 2 episodes have already been posted, so you can set your reminder. So this Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, is going to be the first episode of our new video series of interviews. And then Diamond Art is my therapy 1983. Thank you so much for a super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, your channel is going to be up right after Dawn Aaron in another few moments here. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen right away in order. That's really cool. I think this is the first time I'm seeing another feature too. I don't know if this is showing up on a phone or just a computer, but Jevin Richardson looks like they just dropped a I don't know if is that a reply? Yeah, comment. Oh, they've added comments to super chats, which is really cool. Because you see that now is going to give a super chat more exposure in the channel. I'll show you what I'm talking about here if you can't already see it. So in the chat, you'll notice that Diamond Art is my therapy 1983 dropped a super chat, and then a comment was left on it by Jevin Richardson, and there's another highlight in the chat. So that's really cool. More attention. We can all guess what the benefit is of those. Elevate with Vern says no pushing, but I have no idea why she would say something like that. And thank you, my dear YouTube BFF. So that's Elevate with Vern right here. Let's look at her second channel quickly. VMAX Show. She hasn't posted here in a while, but this is where she intends to give us a behind-the-scenes look at the creator behind Elevate with Vern. Product reviews, uploads, well, it was weekly, but we'll see if she's going to get back to those. She's got video shorts and streams over here, but she actually gives us more of a behind-the-scenes look so we can get to know her. And then shorts on this channel as well have gotten into 1,800 views and beyond. And then live streams on the channel as well. She's done tons of these. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. And especially on her video that we saw there. We saw a couple videos from Niagara Falls, Canada. And I was behind the scenes for most of that time, actually. There they are right there. Yeah, they're not too long. One of them's 11 minutes, one of them's 15 minutes, so I hope everybody will check that out. And she's got a short video here. I'll just put that into my catch-up list also. so that I can get caught up with her and see what she had to say in that video. I'm clicking all over the place here. And then next up is going to be Dawn Aaron Loving Hands Creations. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Yes, Elevate with Vern is my YouTube BFF, and then Butler Family Farm is everyone's BFF, obviously. Dawn Aaron Loving Hands Creations is up on the screen right now. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. They got 891 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 900 they're thinking about. Get them officially on the road to 1K. It's an exciting and exciting and important milestone in all of our YouTube journeys, of course. Dawn Aaron Loving Hands Creations has got a couple of links on their About section there. The latest video has got a longtime friend of ours, Freehandly Made AU. I'm going to take another video and I'm going to grab your hand-dyed yarn, and I'm going to put this video into my catch-up list. That'll give me another piece of content to watch. I see that they've got shorts over here as well. These have gotten into 1,500, 1,700 views, which is great to see. Lots of creations there, literally. Lots of live streams coming up. My goodness, I'm setting notifications for at least 8 of these right now. 12 live streams coming up. So this is great, and we always set notifications for everything we see. Even though we have the notification bell on for every channel, they have literally scheduled these into a couple of months, which is great to see. And hopefully everybody will connect with them. Follow the Bradley's Fun. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Dawn Aaron Loving Hands Creations and Elevate with Vern. Thank you again for those super chats. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So Diamond Art is my therapy, pardon me, 1983. Has been with us before, and this is Cassie, and forgive me because I'm not recognizing the channel right away, but that's okay. So what I do, I typically don't subscribe or watch videos while I live stream. I'm just going to go ahead and do it right now. I'm going to take your latest Temu haul. I still, for the life of me, don't know after 2 years of this whether it's Temu or Temu. I'm sure it's Temu. I'm going to put this video into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, and I will double check that our subscription is on, the notification is on, and then hopefully have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. We see that Diamond Artist My Therapy 1983's got some shorts over here as well, getting into 400 views and beyond, which is great to see, and then live streams with lots of panels also. So I'll be looking forward to those. They just did one today. So thank you again for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Diamond Artist My Therapy 1983 actually took over our stream boss position. So every super chat of membership and highlighted milestone message knocks a little bit of life off of our stream boss, which is the video game life meter under my camera there. The last person to knock it out and take over gets some extra exposure. So we'll see that for a little while. Trish the Natural is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And Trish the Natural is up on the screen right now. And then, oh, and let me see what Old Lady Luck says. Tamia? Could that be right? I know I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. I've seen a million videos from creators. You know, it's interesting because I still haven't looked at it enough to like pick a few items and do a video of my own yet. But I see so many videos from creators. We all have, like for literally, I think it's at least a couple of years now since it's really blown up. Together We Travel, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Trish the Natural's up on the screen. This is a creator that's going to talk to us about natural hair care, health, beauty, and lifestyle videos. They are working on 1,400 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. They're literally going to have it anytime. I've got the latest video. This one I never actually saw. I saw the thumbnail for this come up. I think it was recommended. But I haven't seen the video yet. So I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them. And playlists could be a great tool for that, of course. Now, Trish the Natural's always had a professional look to her page and her thumbnails. We see that with bright, bold headshots that make her recognizable. And then I believe that's going to pay off in the long run for branding, because this creator, like I said, will be recognizable. And if somebody has recommended a video from Trish the Natural and they've already seen one in the past, they'll be inclined to click on her thumbnails because of that recognition. Now, one of the things that I find most compelling is when you roll over these videos, you get an idea right away that what's presented in the thumbnail is an exact depiction of what Trish the Natural is going to bring us in the video. And this is obviously a dynamic host. You can tell that just from the little bit of almost footage we saw there. When we look at Trish the Natural's shorts, she's got a little bit of variety in here, along with a lot of content that goes along with her long form videos. When we get into the popular ones, we see she's got over a couple thousand views, which is great. And then live streams as well. So she's been live many times before. And look at these two having fun. Collaborating with our dear friend I Am Betty J Gathers over there as well. The Stock Explorer, I think you said you're driving as well. So thank you for that. I know we've got a few creators that run the stream in the background or are just listening and lurking because they can't be in the chat or aren't able like right this second. And of course, we always want everybody to be careful. I always appreciate every moment, even if anybody's just listening while they're driving and things like that. And Trish the Natural is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who's here with us just about every single day and has been for a long time. For the life of me, I can't remember how long Trish the Natural's been with us, but I know it's well over a year now. It's got to be getting closer to a year and a half. I'm not sure if it's quite 2 years yet. Sweet Melissa is going to come up next. So what we're going to do right now is go on a break for 3.5 minutes. Right before we do that, I'm going to play for you another clip right now from our video podcast series that starts on Saturday. The very first episode is set to premiere on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And this video series features conversations that go anywhere from beyond an hour to almost 2 hours long. There's 4 episodes already recorded. 2 of them have been posted. And then these are creators who have been friends of us here in the Superchat family for a long period of time, pretty much 3 years and beyond. And then they've all passed their 10,000 subscribers. So one of the questions that's going to come up, especially when we've got a channel that's just grown, I mean, you guys have content getting into like well over 200,000 views. And people are always going to want to know how they can get more views on their video shorts and streams. So what can you tell us in your experience that you would give somebody as advice now?
I'm going to go first.
Yeah, you want to master at this one?
Don't be afraid to go back and change the thumbnails and the tags and the titles and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to do that. It doesn't have to be the exact same as it was when you posted it. If you have a better idea for a title or a thumbnail or a description or anything like that, go ahead and try it. Because no matter how many times you change it, YouTube is going to pick something.
Yep.
And it might push it out more. More people might like maybe the colour scheme on it or the wording on it or something like that. And that'll help bring more people in. That's what I think anyway. Because we were afraid to do that for a long time. And then when we started doing that a little bit, we noticed a bit more growth.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's my opinion. What do you think?
Well, a lot of what Danielle said is spot on, but the thing about it is that's what's great about YouTube. You have that space to just go, I didn't like that idea the first time it went up. Like, we've had thumbnails and we've had tags, we've had hashtags and stuff. We thought, oh, this is gonna go, it's gonna skyrocket, it's gonna be the best thing ever.
Yeah.
And no, it just went straight into the toilet.
Yeah.
But that's fine, because the beautiful part is you can go back, you can change it over, you can go, I'll experiment with this. Sometimes it could be, now this is what is crazy about YouTube, could be a tag changed, it could be the title. Like, as much as people go, it's the thumbnail, like the title does play a major part, because like if you turn around, let's say a plane flying in the sky, or you turn around and say a plane does a nosedive and then lands perfectly, what sounds better? Maybe that might work for some people, but see the way the two titles, like, well, I can just look at a plane, or oh, what's going to happen here?
Right.
I don't know why I used the plane, but that's just where I went for it.
Yeah, but you're absolutely
just the
right.
contrast of like titles and tags,
It does make a difference.
it does. It's like from our experience anyway, it has. Like, we've went back and sometimes we just changed the thumbnail, and that did make a big difference. Like that what thumbnail we do on? We done it on one of the military videos, and we done it actually the Star Spangled Banner video. We had the original thumbnail for that. We thought was the best thing we ever made. Got rid of it. See, this is what happens. Like a month later, we're like, "Wow, this is the worst thing we could have ever put up." And I know people are probably going, "No, it's really good," but this is what happens in your own head. You're like, "Wow, this is like not great," but we changed it to that one, and we love that one, and probably next month we'll change it again. But don't be afraid to change around your content and really experiment with what's out there.
That's great advice. All right, we're just about back. We're looking at Sweet Melissa. This is another creator who recently found us, but is here just about every single day. Now, or every time we stream. This creator lets us know on their About section that they're a member of a lot of product review and testing sites or programs, and they bring the products that they review and test to us here in their YouTube channel. I'm going to grab the latest video. They've got another winning video. They've got a few that they've won from other creators, so that's really cool. I'm going to see what they won here. And Sweet Melissa's doing this kind of thing all the time. Now, this creator's got a bit of a popular name and an obscure handle just because they don't match. So I put the handle in the chat. If you have trouble finding Sweet Melissa, please use the handle to get to her. When we look at shorts on this channel, we see that this creator is bringing pure variety into her shorts videos like most creators in the Superchat family. But one of these is already over 2,100 views and one's over 7,000. Which is great to see. M. Morgan TV, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I know you mentioned earlier you want to talk about watch hours, so I could talk about that a little bit. One of the things that, one of the things that really helps is swapping playlists with other creators. It's a simple arrangement where you're willing to run a playlist of videos for another creator, and they're willing to run a playlist of videos for you. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And I cleared a few names off the wheel. I'm not sure if everybody's still here. If any of our members have not been seen yet, but are still listening and lurking or watching, then please just be active in the chat, and I'll make sure to get you back on there if I took your name off. Leonica Lofton just dropped a super chat, so we put that channel up right away. Oh, we just looked at this channel. So they get an extra moment of screen time. I'll spin the wheel, but thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, and absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated always. Mark the Shark is in the house, and you see Mark the Shark always gives us a special introduction or greeting. Much love and aloha. The beautiful embroidered hat, one of two that he's actually generously sent over to me. So thank you, Mark the Shark, again. He's another moderator on our music channel, by the way. Butler Family Farm is coming up right now. Let's see what they've got going on. Butler Family Farm brings us 116 acres of homesteading goodness. Where did your... Oh, I got two fans going on in the office now, and your sticker's blown away. There it is, Butler Family Farm right there. And they just had their avatar redone not too long ago. And hopefully everybody will connect with them now. Butler Family Farm brings us 116 acres of homesteading and farming goodness. This is Jerry and Susan. They share camera work on the channel. They give us their story on their About page. They got bees on the farm now, and the fun begins, yes. And then these creators also have cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, and chickens. Looks like a new bull there. I'm going to have to see that video. Cats and dogs they've got as well. Sometimes they're bowling, woodworking, quilting, and doing some other fiber crafts or fiber art, blacksmithing, gaming, as well as gardening. But Jerry and Susan often bring us into their home to get to know them, usually with live streams as well. So I'm going to grab this name. I'm going to grab this video, which says, what would you name him? So it looks like a little bit of a almost challenge there, collaboration of sorts. So hopefully everybody will get in on that if there's time. I'm going to put that video into my catch-up list right now. That's that playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. They just put that video up a few days ago. They've also got another Garden Tour Club video as well, which is cool. That's a big collaboration between a lot of creators from Gale Southern Living, who was here with us earlier. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They bring us inside, sometimes to the shop, sometimes into their home, but usually they're outdoors, showing us all that it takes to look after a 116-acre farm. When we look at shorts on their channel, some of these have really moved into 10,000, 12,000, and 25,000 views. when we get into live streams. Sometimes they're just hanging out and chatting. I actually joined them on their channel a few weeks ago, and they often have StreamYard panels up. There's Gail Southern Living right there, actually. Now, they'll introduce us to a lot of different creators. They head out to in real life meetups, if we want to call it that. They've got really large meetups sometimes with even up to 80 channels of, or 80, yes, channels of creators and supporters. And then often they have StreamYard panels where they introduce us to creators. They'll take us on road trips, and sometimes Jerry and Susan are just hanging out at home, giving us a chance to hang out with them and get to know them. So there's a lot going on this channel, obviously, and Jerry is trying to be here every time we stream, for which I'm grateful. I know not everybody can be, but I like to recognize it occasionally when we have creators that do that. So hopefully everybody will connect with everybody's BFF. This is Butler Family Farm. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And we're going to talk about Backyard Trucker in a quick second here. I'm just looking at something in the background. Yes, I'm going to show you something for a second, then we're going to talk about Backyard Trucker. So when we talk about our catch-up list, well, it's not a catch-up list. I call mine catch-up. You can call it whatever you want. Mine was named by our friend Ghostly Wins, but it's just a fun name for a channel. You can see I got a bunch of red lines here because this is where I ended off running this list. But I'll show you a trick you can use because it can be tough to keep up with everybody when you have videos that you want to watch, right? Like especially you get notifications or somebody mentions something. What you can do is make a playlist, put these videos in there, and Dolores, let me just get you back onto the wheel. Jeremy D-Day's here as well. I'll show you a trick that I use. It's not a trick, it's just something we can do with our playlists to make it easier. And what that is, you can reorder the videos here. So for instance, what I often do is I will take the videos, let's just assume this is where the playlist starts, right? You see I got almost 10,000 views on my catch-up list here over the years. When I put these videos in an order like this, I'm going from shortest to longest. And the reason why is because when I have a half an hour or an hour that I can just sit and watch videos, then I'm able to watch like 20 of them in an hour because I'm watching short ones. They're 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes before we start getting into the 10 and 15 minute videos. Then when we get into things like, look, Jennifer Ocean Homestead here has an hour-long video. Now, if I can, I will watch that video while I work on the computer. I'm lucky enough to work on a computer a lot of the time. But if not, that will run. And like a lot of videos that will be towards the end of the playlist. So I just wanted to show you that. You could do it on a phone or on a computer. If you play with it a little bit, you'll be able to realize how to tap and hold and move videos around. But that's just something that I do to make it easier on me. This is how I can get through hundreds of videos a week, because it's a lot harder when you're watching 15-minute videos and you can only watch 4 of them in an hour than it is when you're starting to order them the way I'm talking about. You can get through 10, sometimes 15, even 20 videos that way. You know, we all only have a certain number of hours in the day, some more than others, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, everybody will just be fine, of course. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. When we look at the screen right now, Backyard Trucker is up here. This is somebody who mentions on their About page. They're just a simple guy putting anything and everything online for us to see. when we go through their videos. I see they got a couple here. I'll take the longer of the two just for the watch minutes. I'll put that in my catch-up list as that playlist I use to keep caught up with creators that I keep talking about. You can see that they bring us a little bit of outdoor footage, mostly indoors, mostly do-it-yourself videos over here. Shorts videos can encompass a lot of variety, but they're doing really well with some of their dash cam footage. These have gotten into 10,000 and 12,000 views. Live streams on the channel are frequent. Sometimes they're by themselves, sometimes they're collaborating with Marketplace Boutique. I'm going to put her channel up right now as well, and hopefully we'll get Backyard Trucker up to the 400 subscribers that he's thinking about. Marketplace Boutique I put up with Backyard Trucker for today just because they're together often. They've collaborated many times before, and I think that's great. When we look at what Marketplace Boutique is doing on their channel, this is Jody. This creator was working in law but decided that they wanted a career change, something that would let them spend more time at home. I read about this on their About page, of course. So they started an e-commerce business in 1998, and what they do on their channel is give us the ins and outs of buying and selling, particularly online platforms like eBay, so that we can hopefully profit while giving people a good deal. But they often take us shopping into different places like this flea market they're going to look at, so that they can help us understand where they find some of the best things. Often it's collections like this here, huge jewelry box, and then what they do is split things up and sell them. But I'll let Jody give you the idea of how she does that. She'll talk about shipping and listing, of course, which I promise you are easy activities to learn and only take moments. The magic comes in what Marketplace Boutique is going to talk about with finding the right items to buy and then sell. Shorts on this channel have gotten into pure variety, but done really well, getting into 10,000, 12, 14, and 19,000 views, which is great to see. And then live streams are frequent on the channel. They could be outdoors. They could be, well, they're almost always outdoors, actually. They could be collaborating with Backyard Trucker over there. You see them feeding the fire. And then Marketplace Boutique is also excitingly close to the 1,000 subscribers that we know they must be thinking about. They literally only need 5 more subscribers. Now, one of the things you're going to notice about Superchat, actually, we'll do something we haven't done in a long time. I'm going to show you a website, if you haven't already seen it, called Social Blade. This is a free website. They got some paid stuff, I believe, but I just use the free thing here. And what we can do, we'll type in a channel, Marketplace Boutique. And what happens is we get a bunch of statistics about this creator's channel. So I'll go to the live subscriber count, and we'll get an ad. We'll knock that ad off. That's not YouTube, so we don't worry about that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shrink this window down here a little bit, but this is a live subscriber count. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that in the corner of our window here, and then we'll just leave that there. So we've got a counter to see when Marketplace Boutique might get to their 1,000. It's always behind. Give it another second and it will flip and say $9.95 like the channel does. Almost every third party, if not every third party program, like TubeBuddy, vidIQ, Social Blade, and these other things, are always behind. Sometimes by days, actually, in subscriber counts and things like that. The other thing, too, we'd love to get her a little bit farther because we don't want her to slip back below the 1,000 once she gets it. But you'll notice that here in Superchat, I don't do what some of the other streams do, which is say, come on, everybody, let's go. Let's get her to 1,000. Come on, everybody, subscribe right this second. There's nothing wrong with that, but it just doesn't work here. We've tried it a million times. But because we're so focused on the way that we connect with creators, that authentic, thorough connection, that the race just doesn't seem to work. So what we want to do is still, we know she's going to get it. And it could be today. We've got a long way to go. We can stay up to another more than an hour if everybody would like. And then we just want to make sure that the connections are solid. Even Superchat has got to 1,000, had to dip below. We had to go over to Happy Lux to help us get it back. Maritz's Yarn and Crafts, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then, yeah, so Social Blade is just another website, but I just use it for that live subscriber count. It's got a couple of fun features where it can give you like predictions for when you're going to hit milestones, like, you know, thousands of subscribers, 10,000 or 100,000 views and stuff. It's just fun to watch, you know what I mean, to see that kind of thing. You don't want to let it get into your head too much, but it's fun to have a look at that. Scratch and PPA, forgive me, I took your name off the wheel, but not because I meant to take it off, because I sorted the list earlier, and I find it easiest to do cut and paste instead of copy and paste. I just realized that I didn't put it back on, because I keep Scratch and PPA at the top of the wheel, just for fun more than anything else. He's here every day, literally for hours. He has been here for close to 700 of our 720 live streams, if you can imagine, and for hours, beginning to end, on every stream that he's here for. So I keep him in the pole position just for fun, but I just did that cut and paste instead of copy and paste, because the wheel has this feature, I'll do it again right now, where you can sort the names. So for those of you using wheelofnames.com, first of all, you can go over to the results and then see that you don't lose track of who was the next channel to come up, like Backyard Trucker and Blessed to Crochet. And then as well, you can sort or shuffle the names on the wheel. So I'll shuffle them for now. I'll put Scratch and PPA back onto the top of the wheel, and then we'll see his channel soon enough. So Blessed to Crochet is here with 634 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 700 we know that they're thinking about. And this channel focuses on connection and creativity. They're going to talk about a lot of different subjects here, but they're you know, very much supportive to other creators. I run into them constantly when I'm out trying to support other creators myself. P&J's Homestead Adventure, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to put your channel on the wheel right away. And then we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, of course. And then thank you, Gia Chia Tortilla. Yes, it's far beyond us and ahead of us in the UK. We got lots of friends from the UK, so thank you for that. And on Saturday, our premiere is much earlier than tonight's live stream. Blessed to Crochet has got a brand new video. I'm just going to grab the latest one. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's that playlist I keep talking about, so that I can catch up with them or keep caught up with them. Shorts on this channel bring variety. Now, I'm still getting to know the content on the channel, but we see a lot of variety here. These have gotten into 9,000 and 10,000 views. Live streams on the channel are frequent as well. They've been going live almost every day, every other day or so. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. Keep the notification bell on for every channel. We always do that, of course. We set notifications for everything we see, including premieres and live streams when they're available, even though we have those notification bells on. Kristen Melinda, I'm going to put your name back on the wheel. I always clear out a lot of names off of the wheel if I haven't seen them in almost an hour or something. I usually clear out the wheel a couple of times per stream. But for any members that have not yet been seen, I put you right back on the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat again. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Lewis Acre Farm Karma is up on the screen right now. They got a premiere coming up tomorrow, in 12 hours from now, actually. And when we look at Lewis Acre Farm Karma, we see 240 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 300 that they're thinking about. And then, yes, so DJ's Adventures and Beyond, you can go live more than once a day, absolutely. You can go live as many times as you want, I think. But YouTube let us know a while back. I'll have to go and find it to make sure I'm saying this accurately. But I believe if you post more than 3 times in one day, YouTube may suppress the rest of what you do. So what they want is people not to be flooding the system. Because it would be very easy to get an AI tool to just make literally 100,000 videos in no time and then just put those up every hour on the hour. You could do it every whatever, and you would flood YouTube with all kinds of nonsense, and that's not what YouTube wants. They truly want content. They try to let us know that in a few different ways, and but you can post often. You can put up shorts. You can put up, go live a few times. Lots of creators do, actually. We've seen a few creators that have gone live, especially even Superchat has done it, not intentionally, but let's say we have a live stream and the internet cuts out. That used to happen to us. It's happened many times, probably 20 times over the last 4 years, maybe more. When it happens, we restart if it's early enough in the stream. So that would mean 2 streams in one day. So that's an example. But lots of creators do that because they got series and giveaways and all kinds of different things that they plan for. Lewis Acre Farm, Karma, is up here with 300, getting towards 300 subscribers. They're at 240 right now. I'm just going to grab your latest video from today. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up. That's that playlist I keep talking about. They've got a premiere coming up tomorrow. I set the notification for that, even though I've got the notification bell on for the channel. We've got shorts on Lewis Acre Farm, and this is where we see 2,500 and 6,100 views. And then live streams on the channel as well are fairly frequent. They're on at least once a week, so hopefully that keeps up. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. I haven't caught you yet. 6 days ago, which makes me think you might be streaming tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like Friday has been a habit, but I might be wrong about that. But I've got the notification bell on, so hopefully I'll catch you for that. And then, DJ's Adventure and Beyond. So whether it's recommended or not is one thing, but lots of creators have gone live more than once in a day. Like I said, anytime a stream cuts off, or if something unexpected happens in the middle of Tuber Chat, if I had some emergency that was going to take half an hour, I might say, okay, I got to go, we'll start again in half an hour, something like that. That's never happened, but it could. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. What we're going to do right now is take another break. We'll make this a short one, literally just 3.5 minutes. We'll come back with Rushing Wind Mountain, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. All right, we're back. Big Family Expedition, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Matthew's Bushcraft is also here. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everyone. So, we're looking at Rushing Wind Mountain, and often in the chat you'll hear us refer to somebody named Ruby. This is who we're talking about. Rushing Wind Mountain is an incredibly supportive channel. I believe they've been with us for about 3 years now. Now, I could be mistaken, and hopefully everybody takes inspiration from the idea that I literally start to lose track of how long some of these friendships have gone on for, especially because the creators are so supportive. Rushing Wind Mountain seems to be everywhere all the time. I run into them constantly when I'm supporting other creators, and they're here with us in Tuber Chat every day. So they're working on 3,500 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone, and they've got a birthday coming up. Are we is there any chance we're going to be streaming on that day, Rushing Wind Mountain, or might not be possible? And then Marketplace Boutique, I took the counter off the screen. I realized it's probably not working. When we went on that break, it occurred to me that I believe I heard somebody say that was broken at some point. I could be wrong. I could be mistaken. I might be like forgetting whatever thought that was from months ago. But it didn't seem to move from 993, which certainly was not accurate. So hopefully Marketplace Boutique will get their 1,000 subscribers today. But we know they're going to have it any day now. So Rushing Wind Mountain brings us a channel from the Pacific Northwest. They talk about relaxation, peace, calm, almost like an ASMR style, where they bring us pleasing visuals and audio to go along with that while they mix things up, of course. And pardon me, when we look at shorts on this channel, you might find some humorous moments if you dig through some of these, but some of the shorts have done really well. 11,000, 15,000 views. So Rushing Wind Mountain, we're going to try to remember that, but it'll be your birthday on Saturday. Yes, they will be having too much fun. Our premiere drops on Saturday. We won't be streaming that day. When we do those interview series, I will drop them as premieres instead of a live stream, and then we expect to be back on Monday. Rushing Wind Mountain, so they're celebrating their birthday on Saturday, so happy early birthday to them. And Rushing Wind Mountain has got live streams over here as well. Now, they've experimented with both the horizontal or landscape format or portrait and vertical format. So we'll see what more they're going to bring to us. They were doing these up to a few weeks ago, but we've always got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. I should have added another name to the wheel from our chat list. I'm going to do that right this second while we get Kristen Melinda ready to go. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And, oh, I'm just checking if Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson is still here. I didn't type that right, but hopefully she's still here. I just put her on the wheel, that's why. Kristen Melinda is somebody I caught for a live stream the other day. I can see I'm like crazy behind with your videos, but I'm just going to grab the latest one, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit. 193 subscribers right now. We'd like to push them towards the 200. They're thinking about chatbooks, mental health recovery, and having fun and hanging out and making connections, which is great to see. They did a great job the other day when I did catch them for a live stream. I can't believe you're going live almost every day. I caught them a few days ago, and they were doing a great job of keeping up with the chat. This creator as well has got another live stream coming up which looks like it's going to be, actually she'll be starting just over a half an hour from now. So likely live right after Tuber Chat. Now, I'm not sure how long we're going to be on. We can stay just after midnight, but we'll have a look. Thank you, Rushing Wind Mountain. Hopefully you enjoy that drive. I'm assuming that that is for your birthday. Why don't I show everybody how to do something quickly here for a second. So Kristen Melinda's got a live stream coming up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the URL for that live stream. Let's get in there right now. We'll drop a thumbs up. And I'm going to show you how we can do a live redirect. Now, this is only for monetized channels as far as I understand, but it's something to look forward to if you're not monetized yet. So what I'm going to do is get into the YouTube studio. I'm going to go over to the content. I'm going to go to the live stream that we're running right now. And when we get into the details, we'll go over to the customization tab here. This is easier. I don't know if you could even do this on a phone yet. So what I'm going to do, you'll notice a redirect section here. You can also set a trailer for any live stream. But I'm going to set the redirect here, and it's going to give me a chance to pick one of our videos that's coming up. So these are premiere, so that's why they show up there. You can search for your videos, or you can head over here. It's going to show us a lot of different things that are coming up from people we're subscribed to. But I'm going to add the URL. Now, forgive me, I should have thought about this. So a permission has to be set in the channel settings. And it's in the community section where you add and remove moderators and things like that. And one of the checkboxes you can add is something that says, allow all channels I subscribe to redirect to my content. If you set that, then somebody can give you a raid. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this back to our music channel, but we'll just drop the link for Kristen Melinda when it comes time. And we'll know that she's going to be on likely right after Tuber Chat. And it's probably still going. So we'll look forward to catching her. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures from Medicine Hat, Alberta. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. There's Tiffany Johnson. And let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Duchess of Darkness is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator has got going on. Pardon me. Duchess of Darkness is at 1,200 subscribers, or actually well over that. They've got their 1,200 locked in by the look of it. So they talk about when we talk about their about page, they're going to say hello and welcome as they narrate the stories of our nightmares. On this channel, they read horror, true scary stories, no sleep Reddit, paranormal, creepy, true crime, occasional gothic poetry, original horror series, and stories that are exclusive to their channel only. They're open for collabs as well. They let us know that. And I'm going to take the video that they've got in their featured position here. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. YouTube gives us a lot of opportunity to dress up our front page the way that we want to. I noticed that they've got videos here that they're posting very frequently. It seems at least once a week. And then shorts on the channel as well. When we get over here, we see that some of these have gotten into 400, almost 500, and over 600 views. So hopefully everybody will connect with Duchess of Darkness, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, who I can't for the life of me remember how long they've been with us. I think they've been with us for a long time, and then have recently been coming in for every live stream that I can think of for quite a while, or most of them. So forgive me for being mistaken about that, but Duchess of Darkness, obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. We'd love to push them towards the 1,300 we know they're thinking about. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. When we look at the Stock Explorer, we see Nora, and this is a creator who's here as a member and a moderator, one of our longest standing members, as you can see. The Stock Explorer is working on 2,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, and they're going to talk to us about the stock markets, a little bit of crypto as well. This was interesting because I went and rewatched this video the other day when they were talking about NVIDIA. That's the company that makes graphics cards that are popular in gaming computers and for crypto mining. And they have just been through the roof. But it's interesting to go back and watch this video now from 2 years ago, because Nora talks about AI during that video, whereas for most of us, AI has only become popular in the last many months, if not maybe a year, right? So this creator is going to talk about technical details like stock splits and dividends and things like that. But they do it in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. They've got everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like options trading, NFTs, and they bring us shorts, videos, and live streams. Sometimes they have variety on the channel and videos, but they often have product in hand. Shorts on the channel encompass pure variety. And they've done really well with some of the shorts here, 2,700, 3,900, one over 10,000, which is great to see. And then live streams are frequent. So Nora's a hard worker, but they go live as often as they can, several times a week usually. And sometimes they're talking stocks and crypto. Sometimes they've got charts and graphs for us to see. Often they have StreamYard panels. I joined them on their channel once for a 2-hour conversation about YouTube, actually. And then lately they've been bringing a lot of lottery ticket scratching to the channel to expand the content over here and collaborate with other creators. And they often have scratch battles, which can be very exciting. So hopefully everybody will connect with the Stock Explorer and see what those scratch battles are. They've also got a second channel here, which I'm going to show you, called Tropical Buzz. This is where Nora, the Stock Explorer, expects to educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some of which they will be growing themselves. They happen to be in Florida. They got a few shorts over here as well, and I think one of these is getting close to 700 views. Yes. So hopefully everybody will connect with Tropical Buzz. We'd love to get this channel up to the 300 that Nora's thinking about. And every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when we visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, we'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for our own channels, the same way we do here in Superchat. So let's look next at Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson. This is another longtime friend and actually came to us through our featured channel for today, which is Two Pineapples, which is the featured channel in our first ever interview series, which is coming up on Saturday. That premiere is ready to go. You can set your notifications. And I always forget about this, but Tiffany and I are cat twins here. She's got the exact same beautiful embroidered cap that Mark the Shark sent over for me. I've already got a mark on mine. Hopefully I can do something about that. When we look at Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson, we see that this creator has got almost 1,500 subscribers. I'm just going to grab her latest nature sounds video. I'll put that into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to get caught up. And we see that Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson is helping us with our music channel greatly. We're getting really close with almost 2,900 hours over there. When I looked today, of course, it's a week behind. We all love that. But Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson has given us an abundant amount of help over there, for which I'm grateful. This creator as well has got some shorts over here. These have started to do really well. 6,800, 6,900, and 7,100, which is great to see. Multi-Hunter 247, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. That's a longtime friend as well. And then live streams on this channel. She just did one a month ago. I missed that one, but I've caught her a couple times. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these. She's usually outdoors for those. And hopefully everybody will connect with Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson. I have no choice but to always at least snicker, if not laugh, when the Stock Explorer does that. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures often start doing that too. Cabaret Gaming, look at that luck. They just came into the chat and already the wheel says the odds are ever in your favor today. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And thank you everybody for the shares, by the way. Cabaret Gaming is somebody who's been another friend of well over 3 years now. They've been with us since almost the beginning of Superchat. It's closer to 4 years. They have to be excited about Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out next year. It has been a long 10-year wait. I think it's been 10 years. It might be longer by the time it gets here. Cabaret Gaming has done a lot of Grand Theft Auto, but they actually do a lot of different gameplay on their channel. They really mix up a lot of different titles. So I'm just grabbing the latest Liberty City Stories video that they've got here. And when we dig through the channel, we start to see a few other popular titles. But Cabaret Gaming posts every single day. They're monetized, of course. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. When we get there, some of the shorts have done really well. 45,000, 64,000 views, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel are frequent. They're live almost every day, or at least every few days. I've caught them many times. And I've got the notification on for a special one that they've got coming up in a couple of months there. Now, Cabaret has also got vlogs and adventures as a second channel, and this is where we get tips, tricks, tech, and tutorials from the same creator behind Cabaret Gaming. So this channel is now well over 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 1,300 they're thinking about. Some of these videos start to get close to an advanced level, but they're helpful, interesting tutorials more than anything else. And then when we look at, pardon me, let me grab the latest video. I'll put that in my catch-up list for right now. They got shorts on this channel as well with a couple of bar chart races there. One of their shorts has done almost 800 views, which is great. Live streams are frequent. They're chase and watch hours over here, so if anybody wants to swap playlists, you'll likely find that Cabaret Vlogs and Adventures will be willing to do that, along with our moderators and a lot of other creators here in the chat. So, let's spin the wheel. Let's get another channel ready to go. And Dolores is going to be the next channel that we look at. Before we do that, I'm going to play for you one more clip today from our interview series that is starting on Saturday. The very first episode, the first of its kind, the very first video on the Superchat channel, with the exception only of our trailer. It's very exciting stuff. I promise you, in these conversations, I got more gold out of these creators than I expected. The conversations go on for anywhere from beyond an hour to almost 2 hours. And these creators have all been longtime friends here in the Superchat family, and they have all long passed their 10,000 subscribers. Well, thank you for that. So it's interesting that we're talking about shorts already. We've got a lot to go over today. But since you've mentioned it, that's one thing that I was planning to ask, is the idea that you can give us, regardless of, like, you know, a lot of people are going to have different opinions about whether shorts are helpful. Some creators have broken off into separate shorts channels and things like this. But in your experience, now going through what you have with shorts, what advice can you give to somebody just in the beginnings of their YouTube journey before their 10,000 subscribers, so that they can have the best chance of making shorts work for them as opposed to against them?
So ultimately, you've got to have a passion in what you're doing. There's no point in, say, I'm going to do videos on fixing cars when you have no idea on how to fix cars.
Yes.
Okay. I am more shocked at what people are willing to sit there and watch than actually do it. I did over the Christmas period. I was given a huge model to build, and I live streamed it. It's not quite finished yet. I've still got another day on it, so it'll be another like 8 years. So I was basically doing 4 to 6 hour live streams of building this kit, and people were turning up every day, having me in their background or in the background, watching me and listening to me while I was effing and jeffing at this kit. You know what I mean? And if they've got a passion for what you're doing, they're more likely going to watch that passion from you and push. So if you are going to set up a YouTube channel today, if your passion is walking, record it. But make sure that you envelop and make sure that what you're saying and what you put in the video is aimed at the audience. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When I do a YouTube video, I don't think I'm talking to 50,000 viewers.
Yes.
I'm talking to one person.
Right.
So if you create a video of your passion, make it personal that you're talking to that one person that's watching you. If you see what I mean. You know, you are just talking to one person. So create the video for your best friend. So he's going to say, you know, and people will become endowed by that. They'll listen to that because you'll be like their friend as well. So that's my one tip, I think, is to make sure that you make the videos not personal in your life, personal about what's on the footage, and that you're basically making that video for your best friend.
Right. That's great advice too.
Yeah.
Each person, is looking through their own set of eyes, regardless of who they're with.
Yeah.
All right, we're just
Let me have this already.
Pardon me. You see how upset I get with myself. I make as many mistakes as anybody, maybe more. Someday I will get that thing sorted out. It's just a stream deck, and you can make it stop doing that, and I haven't done that yet. So pardon me for that. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More. I'm just curious if you're still here. Something is perplexing me today. I've got a robot in the background here. It's called Streamlabs. We're going to look at Dolores in a second here. When we look at Streamlabs, there's a feature here called Loyalty, part of the CloudBot or ChatBot. And what this can do is give us an idea of how active everybody's been in the chat. Not just how long you're here, but for some ungodly reason, Jessie Miller Unboxings and More, her channel is nowhere in the list. I was just looking. And it doesn't make any sense because she's been here for I don't know how long. And what that's making me especially upset about is I don't know how many other channels we're missing then. Right? If we're missing one. Now, this is one of the reasons why I use 4 different robots in Superchat anyway, is because if one of them is not working properly, we can get another one to pick up the slack. And then DJ's Adventures and Beyond. So I just checked that message on Instagram. For each individual person that you want to talk to, you're going to have to reach out to them on different social networks. I won't be able to get to everybody to, let them know that somebody wants to talk to them. If you want to connect with somebody for the purpose of swapping playlists and things like that, almost everybody here has Instagram. If they don't, almost everybody has at least one other social network, whether it's Twitter or Facebook or TikTok or Snapchat or something else, right? WhatsApp and Telegram and all this now. So everybody can reach out to each other. The best idea is probably to make an arrangement here and say, where would you like to talk about this? And then somebody will let you know where they want to be connected for that purpose, if that makes sense. So just please let me know, Jessie Miller Unboxings and More, if you happen to be here still. So Dolores is up on the screen right now. This is another channel that I'm just getting to know. Just a pink girl in their pink world. And our ultimate YouTube destination. So I'm just going to grab one of the latest videos here. I'll just grab the latest one. Most of these are quite short, but that's okay. We'll see what the channel has in store soon enough. They got 115 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 200 we know they're thinking about. So we can see, yes, a lot of pink on this channel. When we get to shorts videos, we're going to see that some of these have started to move now into 400 and 800 views and beyond. A little bit of spiritual inspiration there. And then live streams as well. Up to about a month ago, they were doing a few of these. So hopefully everybody will connect with Dolores, and we'll keep that notification bell on so that we can make sure we catch as much content as possible, including the live streams. Thank you for that. Thank you, sweet Melissa. Yes, Jessie Miller Unboxings and More is here, so I've got them on the wheel now. Let's spin. We'll get another channel ready to go. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then, yes, Kristen Melinda also. She might be gone because she's getting ready for her live stream. That's coming up in about 15 minutes. We'll go over there and raid. I'll leave Tuberchat running for an extra 3 minutes like always so that we can clean up our connections here. And then we'll go over there. I'm sure she'll invite us to meet more friends over there. But we'll get to as many channels as we can in the next 15 minutes. P&J's Homestead Adventure is here with 630 subscribers. This is Paula and Jason. They're here with us just about every day as well. They're in New York State, not too far away. I'm in Southern Ontario. Pardon me. So they're probably a max of 9 or 10 hours away. I don't think they're even that far. These creators have gotten involved in the Garden Tour Club, which was set up by Gail Southern Living, a dear friend of ours who was in the chat earlier. She's been with us for almost 4 years. I'm just going to grab this latest video, put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to pretty much stay caught up. Oh, and then thank you, Scratch and PPA. Yes, Bella's Whisper Farmstead. I was reaching out looking for you. That's what Sweet Melissa was saying. Yes, Kristen from Bella's Whisper Farmstead. We got a few Kristens in the house, like Tiffany's now. And then, so I've got Bella's Whisper Farmstead back on the wheel. I just cleared a few names off the wheel a while ago. And thank you, Sweet Melissa, for that. Thank you, Scratch and PPA as well. So pardon me, P&J's Homestead Adventure. These creators bring us a lot of outdoor content. Once in a while, they bring us indoors. They've got all 4 seasons, of course, so you're going to be able to see some beautiful spring and autumn weather, as well as that famous New York State winter weather, obviously. When we get to shorts videos on this channel, we see that these have started to move. 2,000, 2,500, which is great to see. Live streams on the channel as well. They experimented with this about 3 weeks ago. We'll see if they're going to keep those up. We got notification bells on for every single channel. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then, yes, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures have started a 3rd channel. When we look at Jesse Miller Unboxings and More, we see that this creator is now over 2,000 subscribers, which is great to see. We would love to push them a little bit farther towards the 2,100 that they're thinking about. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More has been with us almost from the beginning of Tuber Chat, so I'm feeling like it's close to 4 years. But this creator is interesting because her support, both for us and for me personally, have increased over the years. She has spent an almost unreasonable amount of time helping both with even my personal channel as well as our music channel, which is now almost at 2,900 hours. And here in Tuber Chat, she's here for just about every stream. Lots of other creators are supportive in that way, like Just Jason Keto and More has been giving us an unbelievable amount of support. Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson on the music channel, like I said. I don't mean to leave anybody out. Scratch and PPA's over there constantly, including right now, and our dear friend Michael's Adventures as well. But Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is interesting because this creator, like I said, her support has increased. Usually what I talk about here in Tuber Chat when I talk about our friendships and the start of our YouTube journey is that over a long period of time, you're going to start to see your friends a little bit less. That's almost guaranteed if you're going to have any level of success, because it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like, especially when you start following and truly supporting hundreds of channels, right? And this can eventually happen, right? But Jesse Miller Unboxings and More has been an integral part of the Tuber Chat family for a long, long time, especially lately. Now, this creator brings us a series of videos. Typically, she premieres on Sundays, but this creator often posts videos several times a week. I'm going to take the featured video here, put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit. And then she's even got a brand new video just from today. So Jesse Miller Unboxings and More will bring us a lot of subscription services and mystery boxes. Most of us have seen these kinds of things. There's literally mystery boxes and subscription services for everything under the sun, from books to clothing to jewelry to snacks to even stationery and all kinds of stuff. So once in a while, Jesse Miller Unboxings and More will do an independent unboxing video of a collection of something like these here from Temu, or however we pronounce that company's name. And then this creator as well will get into shorts videos where she features a lot of the products that she finds in the subscription boxes. jewelry there, bath and beauty products we find, stationery like I was saying, and snacks occasionally as well. Live streams on this channel are frequent also. This creator will come out at least once a month. Sometimes she surprises us with an extra live stream, but she does an exceptional job of keeping up with the chat as well. So hopefully everybody will connect to this generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Jesse Miller Unboxings and more. And Emotion New Soul is in the house as a member and a moderator. I've already got them on the wheel. Gloria's Platter, our dear friend of almost 4 years, is also in the house. She does a spectacular job of bringing us delicious looking content on her channel. We're going to look at Bella's Whisper Farmstead Kristen right now. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And you know what? That Temu situation is a conundrum. And that's a word that I don't use often enough as well. So I'm going to try to remember to put that in a sentence at some point tomorrow. Bella's Whisper Farmstead is Kristen. We've got a few Kristens in the house, 2 of them today actually. And then when we look at this creator's channel, we see that they've got a brand new video that is coming out as a premiere tomorrow. So less than 24 hours away. I've got notifications set for that. We always put notifications on for everything we see, whether it's a premiere or live stream, even though we've got the notification bell on for every channel. Scratch and PPA. Yes, standing ovation. Bella's Whisper Farmstead. You know, you have to know that, like, often creators are telling the truth when they say things like that as well. I don't doubt it. Bella's Whisper Farmstead is well over 1,000 subscribers now. It looks like they've got it locked in. We'd love to push them towards the 1,100 they're thinking about. They're a farmsteading and They're a farmsteading and homesteading family located in north central Georgia. I happen to have family in Georgia, so I always notice that. Now, this creator is going to bring us mostly outdoor content. Once in a while brings us indoors. But this is actually Mike and Kristen together. When we get to shorts videos, we see more outdoor content here more than anything else. But some of these have moved into 2,600, 3,100 views and beyond. They've got the whole story on their About section. They've done a few live streams. We're hoping they're going to keep these up. And I've been lucky enough to catch them for a few of those. So, hopefully everybody will connect with Bella's Whisper Farmstead, another channel that's here with us just about every single live stream. We'll spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And thank you, Scratch and PPA as well. I meant to put a robot on the idea of doing announcements about the podcast series. Perhaps I set it up and didn't activate it, or perhaps I didn't do it at all. But I'll have to do it for Saturday and after Saturday so that everybody is able to catch that as a series. So those are interviews, of course, that go on for at least an hour, closer to 2 hours. The most important thing about it, I don't know how exciting it is the way I talk about it. I imagine not nearly what I'm thinking. However, what I tried to do in each of those interviews is stay out of the conversation as much as possible and let each of the guests answer in their own words without trying to sway. Not everybody agrees on every single thing. These creators have different things to say about different things that I've asked. But all of it is gold because they've all long passed their 10,000 subscribers, and we've got 4 episodes recorded already. 2 of them are already posted. So the first one comes out this Saturday. The next one comes out the first Saturday in July, and we'll do those. I'm expecting to do them on the first Saturday of each month, and then I think I've got the 5th creator lined up for that as well. Emotion New Soul is here as a member and a moderator, one of our longest standing members. As you can see, he's a talented producer, performer, singer, and songwriter with an official artist channel here. Emotion New Soul often brings us his original works in the form of music videos, but this creator also rounds out the channel with some reaction videos as well as shorts and live streams that can be compilations of his music as well. 1,400, 1,600 views and beyond. He's monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. About a week from now, he's got another Tiny Desk concert. This creator either performs live or brings us compilations of his original works in those live streams, but he does those frequently as well, and he's got a second channel, so we'll look at that. Writing with Emotion New Soul is where we get a better look behind the scenes at how the music is made, as well as a better look at the man behind the music. So we dig through this channel, we get an idea of his logic set up here, and then he rounds out the channel with some reaction videos, some more shorts, and live streams. Shorts have gotten almost 1,000 views over here, and then live streams, like I said, could be a compilation or possibly a Tiny Desk type of concert. So hopefully everybody will connect with Writing with Emotion New Soul. We'd love to get this creator up to the 800 subscribers we know they're thinking of here. We'll spin the wheel, we'll get another channel ready. And Scratchin' PPA is coming up right now. He is known as a shining jewel in the Superchat family, a beloved and dedicated moderator here, a longtime dear friend of mine. But this creator, being a moderator, all of the moderators on this channel are longtime friends of each other. They all have different channels. They all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel, the same way we do here in Superchat. I just dropped a link. I'm going to pin it as well. And that is for Kristen Melinda. She's going to be going live any minute now. We'll go over there and raid in a few minutes. And I'll leave TuberChat running for an extra 3 minutes so everybody can clean up their connections here. But we'd love to go over and raid and show Kristen Melinda some extra support. Another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And she's been with us for a while now. Scratchin' PPA up on the screen brings an interesting twist on lottery ticket scratching. He pits 2 lottery tickets against each other and gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique, and a lot of fun to be a part of. Oh, what was I going to say about his premiere this week? This week's premiere had something special in it, so you got to go see what it is without me spoiling it. So this creator as well has got, his series is unique because of that twist by giving us a chance to vote. So it makes it fun to be a part of. If you can catch us for one of his premieres, you're going to catch us on Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. I say us because I try to be there for everyone, even though I missed, hopefully not more than I absolutely have to. But you're going to find one of the fastest rolling chats in the TuberChat family. Faster than this, faster than almost any other. He rivals those of the Stock Explorer, Hilda DC, VS Speaks Royally, the Garden State Gardener, to name a few. And it is very fast-paced, very high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of. Now, Scratchin' PPA has always had presentation at the forefront of his mind. You notice his bright, bold avatar is matched by content on his thumbnails, which also give us a hint about the giveaways that happen in his video series. His banner is updated every single week, if you can imagine, and his video editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first video, which is now well over 3.5 years ago. Scratchin' PPA expanded the content on his channel this year, taking a trip to Italy. He brought us his very first pop-up live stream. I think it was a pop-up. And then he's let us know he might do another one in the future. So we'll have a look at that. Yes, Andre Southgate, never too late. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the thumbs up. Shorts on Scratch and PPA's channel have gotten into 2,700, 3,100 views, but this creator brought us from his trip to Italy some vlogging style shorts, which gave us a look at the different areas he visited, and some Italian lottery tickets we might not have otherwise seen as well. He's working on 2,100 subscribers, and look at how fast this creator went from 2,000 right to almost 2,100. Feels like almost instantly. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is coming up, and Just Jason Keto and more. I didn't want to say any channel names because I didn't want to jinx it. Just Jason Keto and more was live right before, kind of right before Tuber Chat earlier today. It goes live every week at 7:30 on Thursdays. And was I right, or did you go early today? Why do I feel like I hopped out at 8 o'clock, but I thought you were on? Maybe I'm mistaken. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is up on the screen right now. Jason Keto and more is like being selected the best for last. We'll say more than once, I'm sure. And then Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, forgive me. These are fellow Canadians, and they come to us from Medicine Hat, Alberta. They've started a third channel. I'll try to find that in a second here. When we look at what they bring to us, it's a couple's vlogging channel, and they bring us both indoors and outdoors. They give us a chance to know Mike and Rihanna in their home, and they take us out for different adventures like these hot air balloon festivals. I've caught them for that before. They caught the Northern Lights footage a couple of weeks ago, and they often bring us out to all sorts of different adventures. They got some drone footage on the channel. These creators have got shorts as well that have now gotten into 5,800, 6,700 views and beyond, and then live streams are frequent. They have a Sunday Fun series that's been going on for as long as I can remember. They give us a chance to hang out and get to know them there. They keep up with the chat. And Mike recently became a travel agent, so there is some travel content for us to catch over there as well. We'll see if I can find this channel right away. Here it is. Storm Chasers, Mike and Rihanna WX. Now, what I'm going to do for this channel, again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. I'm going to take your longest video. I'll put that in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full, leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that major storm video. I'll give a thumbs up and subscribe like I always do, and then I'll put that notification bell on, and that'll be the third channel that I'm connected to them with. And they've got 17 subscribers over here already. We'd love to push them towards the first 100. They got a few shorts over there as well. And then when we look at Rihanna's Life Adventures, we're going to see another channel. This is where we're meant to get to know Rihanna a little bit better. And this creator, of course, Mike's over there with her, but this creator's got some video shorts and live streams. And they're hopefully going to bring us new content soon. I think they said they expected to. They got some shorts over here, some more travel content, and live streams. I caught them for that balloon festival last year. So hopefully everybody will connect with Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. Let's spin the wheel for fun. I'm going to drop the link for Kristen Melinda's live stream. I hope everybody will come over and support this creator. I try to raid often. Lately I've been doing a lot of raids into our music channel so that we could get the watch hours up, but we're almost at 2,900 there. So I want to start raiding channels again. We'll do that again on Saturday after the premiere. And Just Jason Keto and more is coming up on the screen. So thank you everybody for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. I know not everybody can be in every stream, and certainly not for hours at a time. We got a few friends that run the stream in the background. I always appreciate that as well. And we will see everybody again on Saturday for a premiere in lieu of a live stream. We'll expect to be back on Monday. Just Jason Keto and more is an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter getting on 2,600 subscribers now, close to it. He is monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. He recently rebranded the channel a little bit with some new designs from our dear friend Corinne's Life, with some Chaffle characters to go along with the Chaffle series of recipes on his channel. He does a lot more recipes and a lot more content, but this is something he's become known for lately. Healthy and easy to follow recipes. He wants to help us with healthy eating, healthy living, especially when it comes to the idea of a, especially when it comes to the idea of a keto-based diet or lifestyle. Just Jason Keto and More has got lots of guests on the channel. They join him through videos and live streams. They share their life experiences and tips and tricks and trials and tribulations when it comes to what they've gone through with their keto-based diet or lifestyle. And then lots of product reviews on the channel as well. Jason and his guests can help us, and his community can help us make sense of some of the ingredients we see marketed in products that are mentioning keto, let's just say. He'll also head out hundreds of miles away to bring us informative content from places like Keto Palooza. He's already scheduled to be back there this year. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 5,000, 6,000 views, one at 22,000, which I've seen. And then live streams on the channel. Like I said, he was live earlier tonight. He's live every Thursday. And he's got a new series that might be coming up featuring these cook-along live streams, so he's still contemplating that. But Just Jason Keto and More sometimes is by himself to keep up with the chat. Some of the time he's got guests with him, but he's got a vibrant community that wants to inspire and motivate whenever we have questions and comments during his live chats as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with this over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, Just Jason Keto and More. And thank you everybody again for the time that you spent. We'll make a quick exit. We'll head over to Kristen Melinda, and I'll see everybody over there. And then I hope everybody's looking forward to our new video series that starts on Saturday. Thanks everyone. Thanks to our moderator, Scratch and PPA, Emotion, the Stock Explorer, and we'll see everybody again soon. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.